She's so mad. He's telling everybody that you set this up just for me.
Gotta keep it Sandy simple.
Sandy simple.
1, 2, 3. Ow, my head.
Or whatever's wet in that pit. Got your church pants on.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Oh my god, I'm not. You get off to a good start and then we get rained out. Hello, tomatoes. Hello, hello. Hi. You know how to brighten up a rainy day, don't ya?
You guys happy?
Oh yeah. Morning, guys. This must be why I had a raging migraine yesterday. Temperature dropped like 15 degrees overnight. Whoa. We have decided though, on the cooler day, to be a little proactive and clean out our bins that we need freed up for soybean harvest here. So I'm just gonna grab the shop vac and meet my beloved. Enough we need a cord.
No, because there's a plug right there.
And that's long enough?
I think so. I just maybe grab a shovel. There's no point pulling this stuff up.
True.
This stuff can get swept forward because there's so much more there. We'll sweep it into a pile and stuff like that.
That is a dirty fall wind today. We got those bins cleaned out and then Mark remembered we have that fan we never fixed from last year, so we just got it off. He's moving it right now. And we have a spare because we're not gonna use the one bin that we have, so we're gonna grab, we actually replaced that fan last year, the year before. So we're gonna just take it, put it on this one and get this fan fixed eventually. Are you gonna hit the brackets? Yeah. Yeah, you will. Whoa, 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 you're hitting the brackets.
Stand back. Cold.
But it didn't start.
Why can't you lift the floor up on the bin?
Oh,
Weight on it.
right. Good morning. Lucy and I are in our winter vest today. Check this out. Lucy, show everybody your new jacket.
Yeah, no, because you're just
She's so mad. Are you so mad? Take it off. Oh, fun. I'm waiting on that guy.
No problem.
Good morning, guys. It is Friday. It is the end of another very long, busy week. According to Mark, today could also be the first day of soybean harvest. Our weather has completely turned on its head, as you can tell by my apparel. So yeah, it is like 4 degrees outside, 4 degrees Celsius. It is chilly, and they're calling for quite a wet week next week. And Mark really wants to get these soybeans started so we can get our winter barley in. This morning is all gonna be about shuffling equipment around, getting stuff prepped and ready to go. So then later today, I think we've lined up Monty. We're gonna just nose in and see how these beans are doing. They look like they've been done for a bit, but we did get a bit of rain here 2 days ago that really just slowed everything up. Anyway, I am meeting him down at our other farm. We're gonna pick up some stuff and bring it home. All right, we spent most of the morning getting everything home that we needed. We got the buggy home. We took the strip till unit down where the buggy was. Basically, we just interchanged them out. We went to town to pick up a couple tires that Mark was getting fixed for some gravity wagons. He just pulled out the seed tender here, and we actually have an extension for it. We kind of have it all figured out for planting our wheat and barley, how to do both the seed and the fertilizer. Maybe mid-afternoon we might nose into these soybeans yet and see how they're doing. We have a breeze today, but it's cold, so he's not sure if the moisture will come down enough. Oh, we have to get the elevator ready too, don't we? Yep. We have to clean out a pit, which means smelly, rotten wheat or whatever's wet in that pit. Okay, he's got this attachment on it now, so yeah, I don't know where he found this. Oh, I think it was left over from our grain elevator stuff, like that stuff. So he kind of got this rigged up about a month ago. So he's gonna back this up to the auger boot right there. That air seeder, I think the front is fertilizer and the back is seed, or reverse, I can't remember. So yeah, so this way we can just keep everything set up, but we can just move back and forth what we need. So we either need the seed here or we need the fertilizer. But we don't have to move the auger, which is great, because eventually it's gonna be me doing it. So he's trying to make it as easy for me as possible, which I appreciate. Feel so loved. Just telling everybody that you set this up just for me.
Gotta keep it Sandy simple.
Sandy simple. Okay, we have barley in the back. Can you see? Hi, barley. What are you saying? What?
Going to the grass.
Put what?
The buggy tractor.
On the grass?
On the grass, because Thompson's are coming with fertilizer, so I need the room up there in the yard.
Okay. Alright, as I was saying, barley in the back. Barley. And fertilizer. I believe you said it was MAP. In the front. So the stuff that was first coming out was pink, so it was like this stuff, and that's because in that tender trailer for our cover crop, I believe we had potash, so that's potash, I think. So yeah, ready to go. Should probably see how this is done. Which one are you putting it to?
Right there.
So third from the end or fourth?
Well,
fourth from the top?
3 empty holes above it.
3 empty holes above. Okay.
Or it's up 2.
Up 2. Do you want me to do the front?
Yep.
Do I need a hammer?
You might.
Oh. Burn it. One, two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you get this one? You want me to get this one?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That's all.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ow, my head. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ready for wheat.
Ready for wheat. And barley?
Barley, then wheat.
There's the same setting, I'm assuming? After we did all that? Okay, we are just getting ready to go down the road here, just next farm over, and nose into the soybeans and see if they're ready to go. I think soybeans, oh God, I always screw up moistures. I think to put them right into our bin, they have to be 13% moisture. If they are a little too moist, we may put them in the overhead, but I think there's corn in the overhead. I don't know. I think we're just doing a sample right now, and fingers crossed they will be 13% or pretty darn close. It's very much like wheat, same kind of process. Like if it's a little too wet, we might throw it in the overhead and then dry them a little bit, or we'll just have to wait for another day, or yeah.
Look at my pants.
Oh yeah, you're got your church pants on.
Oh.
Can you actually reach from up there? Okay, guess so. Maniac.
You don't feel that wet.
No? What's the chew test like?
You're not like, they're soft, but not like.
Not 19.
Don't watch.
You don't want them to see your
No.
Sunday best? Got some spider webs.
Need some cleansing in here.
Yeah. Oh, what? That's good.
So excited! So excited!
Oh my god, I'm not.
Such a boy.
You are.
Yep.
Go time?
Yep.
In the bin?
In the bin.
It is official. Our beans are 13.8 and 13.9. So we are gonna start putting them in the bin. It'll probably get drier as we get away from that tree line, just because the tree line hasn't seen sun for many hours. So Mark is excited, he's happy. That is always a good way to start out harvest. It's a really good thing. So Monty is here, he is on buggy duty. I am on wagon duty. So this is gonna be basically, hopefully, a repeat of wheat harvest, because wheat harvest went off just gloriously. I don't know what Mark's gonna take for footage because he's been sneakily uploading YouTube videos. He's been tricky that way, so I apologize if we're like piggybacking on content. You will learn way more from him on this side of things, and then me will be just the I'm kind of the circus clown. Let's go harvest soybeans. I don't know if you guys can see our nosy neighbors over here. Look who's outside in the middle of the day. Look at those queens. It's a nice scene. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were here. So I just unloaded our first set of wagons. We've got a few headlands ripped off, and I think we only have 20 acres of barley. So he's just basically trying to get kind of a square cut out of this field. This field is 170 some odd acres. He'd love to get it all off by tomorrow and get wheat planted, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. The soybeans are running surprisingly well. Where is this? Go ahead.
What was the moisture?
13.9 and 13.5. So there you go. Sometimes he comes on the radio at the perfect time, because I was just about to tell you guys that. All right, we are on our last load for the day. It's probably getting a bit tough. Soybeans, that's the problem with soybeans. You got such a compressed day. It's much like wheat that way. We kind of got to wait for the moisture to come down through the day. So, you know, on a normal day, on a good day, you'll get started around noon, but most days, mid-afternoon, if you're lucky, and then you're done. It's about 7:45 right now, although it's been dark for long enough now that it feels like midnight. Well, and I've been up since like 4. So it feels like such a long day during harvest when you're in the fall, just because the days are so short now. I quickly asked Mark a few rounds ago how the beans were running, and he said they were running really good. For like, good was not even in our vocabulary before August. They do say August rain will save and make your bean crop, and we got more rain in August than all summer. So I can't tell you how much of a breath I actually took when he told me that, because that's our first beans we've taken off. However, that is the one field that got the rain. We've got lots of fields that didn't. So unfortunately, I hate starting out with a really good one, because there's worse ones coming probably, not to manifest it. But so that's the news on that. Our moistures are down to 12.5 was the lowest, and about 12.9 was the highest after those first couple wagons. And yeah, I plugged the leg once, but I got unplugged all by myself before it was really bad, before I had to call Mark, so that's always good. And yeah, he's just going to the field right now to get the header with the header cart, coming back, and I would not be surprised if he had a quick bite and then went out and tried to start planting barley still tonight. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I am the pizza delivery girl. I knew he would turn and burn and try to do this tonight. So I think we only have 20 acres. It shouldn't take him long, but I think he has to refill after 11 because we only put in the one tote. And I think there's 2. Anyway, so we're going to have a little romantic meal on the tractor, and we will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Hopefully. Morning. We are just hooking up to a gravity wagon full of seed wheat. We finished the barley Mark finished the barley last night, and before we can get going at soybeans, he's going to do the next 40 acres that we have combined. He's going to slam in some wheat. They're calling for 5 days of rain, 4 or 5 days of rain. I think a lot of rain till Wednesday. This is exactly what happened last September, the beginning of like a 10-inch monsoon. So we're praying 2 inches means 2 inches and not 10. Okay, we've got a little bit of barley left over that we have to clean out of the air seeder before we put the wheat in it. But it's a fairly easy process. We just have more than we thought we did. Get more bags. One, 2. Good morning. How are my ladies today? It is a lazy Sunday morning here on the farm. Hello. Stretches. Billy's mom, you're laying in your hay. I think you guys have been fed already today. Hey, sweetie. Tomatoes. Come here. Hey. Come here. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Morning, guys. It is a lazy Sunday morning. We have had a mandatory day of rest today because we got rained out. Well, I guess we got drizzled out yesterday afternoon. So yeah, soybean harvest is going to be coming to a halt here for probably at least 4 or 5 days because they're calling for an inch of rain tomorrow and they're calling for half an inch on Tuesday. And it's fall, so that means, you know, short days. We're just not going to dry up real quick. But we did get our winter barley all in and we got 40 acres of wheat in the ground, which is nice. Chris has already done chores this morning, but sometimes when I'm in the tractor, I'm like, Sandy, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this as soon as you get off this tractor seat. So I'm gonna take a few hours this morning, do a few things in this market barn here with my little ewe lambs. I just wanna block off their feeder. They're getting to an age now where I try to put them on a more of a restricted grain diet. I don't want them getting as much grain as they want because they're gonna put on way too much fat and then you're just setting their frame up to be not conducive to what I need them to be. Hello, tomatoes. Quite a cat. Dog. Curious. Monkey. What was I saying? Yeah, so I just want to plug up the spouts where the grain fills those feeders automatically and leave that side so those feeders don't fill. The other side where the rest of the market lambs are, they'll continue to run as normal, but I just want to bypass those spouts. I used to have blocks that shut those spouts, but they have been knocked off or they don't work, so I've fixed them numerous times, but they never stay fixed. So the one thing about renovating an old pig barn into a lamb barn on a really damp day, that old concrete, it's like it sweats pig. I'm not the only one here that has to get caught up on a few jobs. Mark's brother has some broiler farms not too far, kind of where we keep some of our equipment down the road here. And he has a flock going out on Tuesday night, but he has nowhere to put his manure because his manure storage is full. Thankfully, we get all their chicken manure, but we had nowhere to spread it. So we're gonna bring it back here to the field across the road here where I've been stockpiling all my sheep manure. We have some soybeans here that we aren't putting into wheat next year. So we have stockpiled manure we're gonna spread after these soybeans are off. And then I think next year that's a corn field, I'm pretty sure. So he's just taking the telehandler down there and then I have to pick him up and then he's gonna grab the dump wagon and he's just gonna be back and forth all day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's full. Have fun.
What?
Have fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's one more thing I have to do before I resign myself to that of domestic duties in the house that I've put off. Well, I've put off for my whole entire life because I'm not good at it and I don't like it. I want to give these bottle babies a little bit more room as they are growing exponentially. And I'm also going to set up another creep area or make the one area just bigger. and put another feeder in it. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. Hello, hello. Hi. Oh, you know how to brighten up a rainy day, don't ya? Sure you do. Hi, kids. Hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There. I had a lot of room down there actually to put 2 feeders. But I decided there's always a few lambs, probably the younger ones that just haven't migrated quite to where the big ones are. Not that they're that far apart in age, they're literally only about 8 days apart. So I thought I would just put another one down at this end. So we have one here, and then we have one way down there. So it's kind of a pain to feed, that's the only thing. Like when Carissa has to feed this end, you almost have to use the bale cart and just top this right up to the top so you don't have to fill it every single day. There's not many lambs, so between 2 feeders she shouldn't have to do it every day, which is good, but it is a bit of a pain to bring pails all the way down here. So I always get creative. I put it usually on the sled or on the bale cart if there's not a bale on the cart, even if there is a bale on the cart.